So I received this envelope in the mail a couple days ago, but I wasn't like set up to film anything. So it's been driving me crazy every time I walk by this. But inside of this envelope is my assignment from Kristen Crochets. So we decided to kind of pick some projects randomly for each other after she did a crochet roulette. It rhymes better the other way. But she did that where she randomly found a project for herself. So I asked her if she would, look at this. Oh my gosh, this adorable cat stitch marker just fell out of the envelope. Thank you, Kristen. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of Little Dude. I love it so much. And this is like the first real stitch marker I have ever had. Thank you. I love it. Sidetracked. I'm easily distracted by yarn and kittens. So anyway, I have got my assignment from her right here. So let's take a look. She wrote some very sweet things here. So it says, here is your project. 4-weight yarn, neon, amigurumi. She says she promises she didn't rig it. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. So we did decide to go ahead and like film ourselves picking the projects. That is hilarious. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it, and I'm actually, believe it or not, excited to get started on it. Thank you again. So here we are about 3 weeks later, and I have got this adorable little turtle to share with you. And I will link below the channel's name that I got this from. It is called Crafter Frog, and I believe the video was called Crochet Baby Turtle. So it has got almost 500,000 views, and it's a little bit different format than I'm used to watching. It's where they're just like slowly crocheting, and then they'll put like the directions on the screen. There's no talking or anything. So anyway, it was kind of fun to try something different out, but let me go ahead and get into what I did to make this little critter. So I'm also going to go ahead and link. Kristen and I filmed some shorts where we picked out our projects for each other. So I will have those linked as well here, so you can see those. And my instructions, were to have a 4-weight and neon and an amigurumi. So I struggled a little bit because this was something that I had never done before. And I am the type of person where even if it's not even something hard, if it's something I've never done before, I'll just like procrastinate it, which is dumb, but that's how it is. So I mostly followed those directions. I did end up using the Premier Just Chenille from the Dollar Tree, which I have in the pink and the green right here. And I hardly used any yarn for either one of these. You could get a lot of turtles from a couple balls of this. But then I also used I held 2 strands together on the turtle's shell. And I used this big twist value in the color bubblegum. I had gotten this on clearance for $2.50, $2.47 a while back at Joann's. But I thought it would be a good way to incorporate the 4-weight neon with some of what all I have here. So I do really like how that turned out. You start with the shell and you start with a magic circle and work on that. You do 6 and then increase on out till you hit 24, and then do an extra row of 24 for the shell. And I've started working on a second turtle here, and this one, the yarn I paired with it was just like a remnant of some Yarn Bee Glowing, and it's a lot softer of a yarn, and I can really tell that the shell isn't as hard as this one. So I do actually like how the value yarn worked a little better than the softer, more premium acrylic did on the shell. So I did seem like I somehow made the head on this turtle a little bit larger too, and it's like a little bit floppier. So he just, or she, whatever it is, just needs a couple legs finished up and sewn on there. But it's actually pretty easy. So after the shell is completed, you switch to the underbelly color and do the same thing, except you do one less row. So you just increase to 24 down here on the tummy, and then sew those together. I stuffed mine with just some scrap yarn that I had on hand that just would have been thrown away otherwise. And then here's his little head. This was my first time attaching eyes, and I do think I like my eye placement on the second one here a little bit better, where they're more in front, where they're more on the sides. So I'm not sure which one is more realistic, but I think it's a little bit cuter when they're more towards the front, but it's a learning experience. I got my safety eyes at Hobby Lobby, and they were back in the department with the like dollhouse and miniatures and doll making stuff. So I'm not sure if that stuff ever goes on sale. I haven't really ever seen it on sale, but I want to say it was only $2 or $3 for a package of about 12 of them. So I will be honest too, I did struggle a little bit with the leg placement. That wasn't something that I, again, am just not experienced with. So I ended up, I don't remember which back leg it was, but it was like all the way up here. So it was a little bit tricky having to like unsew it, because I had sewed it on pretty well before I realized that it was totally like up his back coming out up here. So anyway, overall, I really like this project, and I definitely recommend it to anyone. I think that if you are also new to amigurumi, this would be a great starter project, because aside from the little eyeballs, you know, you could really do this with any yarn that you have. In the video, it looks like she's using a blanket yarn. But you could use multiple strands of a worsted weight together if you wanted as well. And you could do literally any color combination, but he's just like super soft and squishy and cuddly. So I think this would be a great gift for people, or just something fun to have if you have littles. So again, I just wanted to thank Kristen. She was like super fun through this whole thing, and when I reached out to her, she was like, absolutely, let's do this. So I just think she's so fun to work with, and I'm glad that she wanted to go ahead and do this project with me. I'm excited to see hers, because she has gotten really like deep into some of the amigurumi stuff and the kawaii crochet. So I know hers is definitely going to be much more of a like intermediate, at least level project. This one is going to be if you are like me and just absolutely brand new, never done an amigurumi before, like start here. I have got a playlist I will go ahead and link right up here, where it's got some other fun collabs that I've done with Kristen and a few other of my yarny friends. I think you'll like it.